Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Well, today I have more fails than I thought I was going to have. I had been saving some up because I thought, oh, I might not have enough. Turns out I have more than I expected. So we're going to try and rapid fire through this. Some of them make me angrier than others, and some of them I'm just like, meh. And I know there's something's going on with my hair today. Let's just pretend it's none of our business. All right, so let's go through my dirty little bucket. Like, this is super random too, like no order of worst to best. Who cares? So first off, from Way, this is their wave spray. I literally walked into a Sephora near me. It was actually a Sephora and a Kohl's. And I said to the girl, I would like a salt spray for my hair. And I didn't usually have an idea of what I want, and I didn't even think about it. And she took me right to this, and I was like, fine. I've used Way products before. I've liked them just fine. So I figured, okay, this would be great. Not to mention, I love the way most of the Way products smell. They usually have like a beachy, florally kind of gorgeous scent to them. So I wasn't worried about this at all. Paid for it, threw out the receipt. And now I'm so disappointed that I threw out the receipt. So here's the deal. I learned that this is reformulated. Apparently they had a previous formula that everyone loved. This one here, people are not so keen on. I'm fine with the actual formula. I put it in my hair when it's damp. I let my hair air dry, and then I just kind of like scrunch it out, and it's fine. Usually wave sprays are a little drying to the hair, so it's not an everyday product for me. So I knew what I was getting into until the scent. This scent is awful. It is vile. And it sticks with you all day long. I looked on the website to see what the actual scent flavors, aromas, scents, whatever are that are in there, the whole flavor, stop saying flavor, the whole scent profile is. And the only thing that stuck out to me as being like a little obnoxious to my taste was the rose scent. So that could be what it is. Literally, I don't even want to spray this in the air. I'm just going to spray it on this towel here. Yeah, the scent, there is like kind of an old lady rose scent in here that I don't love. But somehow they've managed to perfect this to the point that not only does it stick with me all day long at the same intensity, but I can still smell it the next day when I wake up. So because of that, because I can't stand the smell, for me, it's a fail. Yeah, she's super picky. Scent will throw me off. I'm going to say real quick, some of these are going to be controversial, and I think this one might be. This is the Gisou Honey Infused Lip Oil. I got it in the flavor Strawberry Sorbet. Here's the thing. I buy all the lip products. This is fine. It's a lip oil. I actually got this color because I like to have a little bit more of a red tone on my lips, just to give them a little bit of punch. The tone is great. The actual oil feels nice. Smells fine. Everything about it is fine, except if you want it to be on your lips for more than 12 minutes, then this isn't for you. I know that in general, lip oils don't have like a long lasting profile on the lips, which is fine-ish, I guess. It's actually not. I want it to last longer, let's be honest. But if you're going to fade away from my lips, then at least leave a stain behind. This does not leave a stain behind. Now, literally that was just on my hand for 30 seconds. It's gone. Like, no stain left behind. When I say I will put this on my lips before I walk out the door, I walk to the gym, which is like a 5-6 minute walk. And by the time I have finished my 5 minutes on the elliptical, that's right, the girl is not wasting her time on cardio. By the time I have finished my 5 minutes on cardio, so now where are we, like maybe 12 minutes? This is gone. It wears off so quickly. So, I mean, I guess it's fine for like being around the house and just putting on multiple times a day, but I don't know why people love it so much. And how much is this? It's $28. And listen, packaging, A+, flavor scent, A+, color, A+. The fact that you don't stick around for more than 12 minutes, D-. I actually have 3 mascaras. I'm going to leave them for last. You all know how picky I am about mascara, so make sure you stay to the end so you can see what 3 mascaras got me like, no. Ooh, I feel like being really controversial, so let's do this. This is from YSL. It is their Make Me Blush blush. I have it in the shade Rose Haze. Beautiful shade. I'm actually wearing it now so you can see it on me. This blush is, let me get it right, it's $45. It comes in both a matte and a satin finish. I have the matte. I didn't like the satin finishes when I was swatching them in store, but this seemed like the perfect color for me. It is. It's a lovely color. Don't we all agree? Packaging, superb. A+, they killed it. There's even a little mini mirror in here. Yes, I never take these little plastic protectors off. That's my thing. But $45 for packaging and basic blush. I don't care what anyone says. There's nothing special about this formula. I don't know how many shades they have in total on the Sephora website. There's 8. Maybe there's more on the YSL website. I haven't even bothered to look. When I look at it in the mirror, it's fine. It's a nice neutral shade. I like it plenty, but not for $45. Who are they kidding with this? The thing that makes me really, really crazy about it is that makeup obviously keeps getting more and more expensive every year. At some point, I'm not saying like in the near future, but not the very distant future, this blush could be like $65. Like that's the way they're charging us, up and up and up every year. I can't even catch my breath. I'm so upset. It's not worth $45 now. It won't be worth more money in the future. There's just nothing special about it. Save your money. It's all hype. But because I spent the money, I'm going to have to continue to use it because I don't want to waste it. This one here makes me so mad. I'm not even going to put it on my face for you to see. This is the L'Oreal Lumi La Glace highlighter stick. I got it in the shade Glassy Pearl. So many people said this was a dupe for a really nice highlighter. They compared it to both. I think they compared it to an House Labs highlighter, which I have yet to try. Well, I've tested in store. I just never got around to buying it. And they've also compared it to the Victoria Beckham highlighter. So I bought this because everyone was losing their damn minds over it. And I thought, all right, now I like how it is basically sheer. There's only like a little bit of pearl to it. This one isn't pigmented. I thought it would make a really nice glassy appearance on my cheekbones. And what it does is it breaks up my makeup almost immediately. I can't have that. Like the amount of time I spend putting everything down, I'm not going to figure out something to reinforce to go underneath this so this won't break up everything else. It's absolutely maddening to me. And I didn't even find that it dried down. It just kind of stays. It has this like kind of greasy, thicker Vaseline feeling, maybe Aquaphor-ish, I don't know. It doesn't feel heavy on the face, but it doesn't do anything extraordinary like I was hoping it would. But here's the thing, if you've had a great experience with it, I love that for you. I should mention that if any of these things have worked for you, I love that for you because then you haven't wasted your money. As far as I'm concerned, most of these things, my money has been wasted. I will try and work myself through some of these products, but I'm definitely not getting through this because I'm not going to use it ever again. All right, now this is my last product before the mascaras, and I will say this made me mental. And I'll show you why for a few reasons. So I was actually sent this from Sunday Riley. This is their Aqua Melt. It is a hydrating gel balm cleanser. So they sent me this whole nice package, and I was supposed to like do some posting online about it. They kind of give you some like steps you wanted to do and just do your reaction. And I thought, fine. They even sent this nice little bag, and they sent this gorgeous little hand towel. And I was like, this is luxurious. And then I proceeded to use it. Now, let me tell you like what it actually says on here. This is where like the madness begins. So it's called Aquamarine Melt. Gorgeous packaging. Love it. It says a blue gel balm that melts into a nutrient-rich cleansing oil, dissolving makeup and impurities. Okay, well, if we know anything about these sorts of products, you can have a gel or you can have a balm. A balm is a solid, a gel, obviously not a solid. So I was like, what do you mean this is a gel balm? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna have to touch this again. So when I squeezed it out the first time, let's see if this is gonna happen again. Okay, there you go. Can you see that? Do you see that drippy, oily mess where it is like separated and looks frankly disgusting? That's actually what this is. And I thought, oh my God, maybe I was supposed to shake it up. Nowhere in any of the literature that they sent me or online does it say to shake it up. Ugh, gross. Let's put the lid on before I do that. So I thought to myself, all right, maybe girl, you just need to shake it up, and that's supposed to be a common sense thing. So we're gonna shake. And she's shaking, and she's shaking. Let's try it again. It is still a disgusting mess. So there's nothing about it that is gel-like. There's nothing about it that is balm-like. You just get this separated, oily, disgusting mess. And I thought, okay, The nice thing about a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil is that it's just going to break down my makeup. Let's see how it does on that. Immediately I was like, what is that scent? And then I remembered reading in the literature, it contains essential oils. The last thing, repeat after me, the last thing you ever want to put on your face, especially if you have sensitive skin, is essential oils. Those are the number one irritants to skin. Essential oils. Stay away from it. So I was like, all right, at least it's a wash off and I should be able to get that off me quickly. I won't be keeping it on for more than a minute. I rubbed it all over my face. It did take it did break up my makeup. It's an oil base. Of course it's going to break up my makeup. Got rid of pretty much everything. But the thing is, they want you to use this cloth then to wipe it off your face. I prefer my cleansing oils and cleansing gels, cleansing balms, any of my first step cleansers to be able to be emulsified. So adding just a little bit of water to my hands, rubbing it into my face gently, having the product turn a creamy white. That usually means that your oil is now obviously emulsified and will rinse off cleaner. The fact that they knew this wasn't going to rinse off clean, that you actually have to wipe it off with this cloth, annoyed the piss out of me, because honestly, between you and me, I don't want a bunch of dirty makeup and oil filled cloths laying around and then having to go in the wash machine. It just gives me such an ick to think of these like makeup filled, oil filled cloths in my wash machine. And that could just be me, but I'm not doing it. I don't even understand some of the ingredients that are in here. One of their callouts is malachite. That's a mineral. And they say malachite has some zinc properties. Is it zinc or copper? I think it's copper properties, sorry, that they said might help your skin. If you want to use copper to help my skin, then just add some of it. How hard is it just to put a little bit of copper into your formulation, but instead you got to use malachite, which is a mineral like a rock? I don't understand. I just don't understand anything about this. I guess it's why I haven't seen much of this online, because everything about this is flat out wrong. I won't be using. It's going in the trash. I could rant on and on and on about how bad that product is. All right, so let's go on with mascaras. The one that is probably going to be the most controversial, I'm wearing it right now. This is from House Labs. It is their Be Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. It doesn't come in any other version other than this. There's no other colors. There's not a waterproof. It's just this one in black. Okay, fine. It's supposed to be a volumizing, lengthening, and curling mascara, and I don't find that it does much of any of that. So I have 2 or 3 coats on my upper lashes, and you can see there's no curling effect. I actually use every time before I put mascara on, I use an eyelash curler. You can tell my lashes have already been coming down. I don't feel that they look any longer than normal. They do look a little bit volumized, so I guess it does some volumizing. You're supposed to get, they say right here, 5 times fanned out volume without clumping or flaking. Do my lashes look 5 times voluminized than normal? I don't know about 5. I will give it to them on the claim for no clumping. I don't have any issues with it clumping. I do have some problems with it flaking, and I'm going out to dinner tonight, and this is the mascara I'll be wearing. I just feel like it doesn't do at all what I want from my mascara, and I have such a hard time believing that this is okay with Lady Gaga. She sometimes have lashes that are just like pow, and this is what she gave us. I believe wholeheartedly that it's only your waterproof versions that will give you the lasting, like, stand-up lashes, the lasting curling, and helps with the flaking, smearing, smudging. So I wish this came in a waterproof version, because it's a decent mascara, but at how much was this? $29. It's not worth it at all. So a couple months ago on TikTok, this one went viral. This is the Colossal Bubble from Maybelline. And it was, I'm going to call it a false virality, only because you could only buy it on TikTok Shop when it was first launched. I think you could only get it there for probably like the first month. So obviously Maybelline put all sorts of money into making sure creators got this into their hands so that they could be posting about it, so that made it look like it was viral. It's not viral if people can't get their hands on it by any other means than making the purchase on TikTok Shop. But I still wanted to try it. I got the waterproof formula. I don't like it. I find that it is very clumpy. I find that it weighs my lashes down. I don't like anything about it. It puts way too much product on here, which some do. That's just what happens sometimes with mascara. So it's not uncommon for me to just like do a little wipe off on tissue before I apply to my lashes, so I'm not getting too much on here. The bristle brush is okay. It's not my favorite. It's like the bristles are kind of spiraled around. I usually don't like that very much. I don't know. It's just never been the right shape for me, but just looking at this, it looks, can you see that? Can you see the clumps that are on there? It's a clumpy formula. I don't like it. I don't know why we're changing the name clumpy to bubble. Like, I don't want colossal clumps, but you're calling it colossal bubble? Do you think that's cuter? It's not. Here again, I found this to be a heavy mascara in the way that it like starts to weigh my lashes down. So even being waterproof, it's not fantastic. I'm just uber disappointed in this because Maybelline does make one of my favorite mascaras of all times. Most of you have seen me talk about it. I will never be without the Falsies Lash Lift in waterproof. This is one of the best. Yeah, in my mind, this is probably one of two of the best mascaras that I've ever used at the drugstore. Now, the other one was Lash Paradise. I loved Lash Paradise and I wore it forever. And then L'Oreal came out with another version called Lash Paradise Big Deal. And I was like, yes, I have to try that. Now, I will say this is slightly my fault in that I didn't get the waterproof version. I didn't even see the waterproof version in store. So my initial thinking was, oh, maybe they haven't launched waterproof yet. It exists. It's in a green tube. I may get it just to give it a shot. But the thing I don't like about this mostly, well, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. If you want amazing lashes from L'Oreal, just get Lash Paradise. It kicks ass all over the place. So do you see the brush? The little like spikes are longer on the ends and they're shorter in the center. That makes no sense whatsoever to me. So I don't feel like it places the product down nicely. I'm not a fan of plastic bristles. I actually like thick, fluffy brushes better. I think it just lays product nicer, makes my lashes look fuller. I don't think this does anything near what the Lash Paradise brand does. So I think this is a big fat fail, although I am still going to get the waterproof just to make sure. But overall, totally disappointed in this. And I like to think that by doing these videos, I'm saving you money. So I actually did the math. Now you don't have to buy any of these things and you've saved yourself $203. You're welcome. Like I said, I will continue to use, I really don't want to use this wave spray. I don't think I can. I've used it twice and I just can't stand the smell. So even though I kind of like what it does to my hair, I can't take the smell. So I don't think I'm going to be able to use it again. I will continue to use the YSL. I'll continue to use the Gisou. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use any of those mascaras again. That's final. And these two are both going in the trash. But like I said, if any of these products worked out for you, I love that for you. I love that you're not wasting your money if any of these worked out for you. However, I wasted some money. All right, you guys, now that I have hopefully saved you a little bit of money, I want to say thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.